Hello and welcome. Right. Yeah. I was going to go on Riverside, but I've done lots and lots of Riverside, and I want to finish Riverside before I do anything else, if I'm honest. Right, now we've got the Harvest to do, but I thought normally I do this at the end of the session. I've just loaded the game. If we put the BGA, what I'd like to do is inject the cash. This is not going to happen because I'm going to roll it back and we're going to reload the game in a minute. So I'm not starting the harvest or anything like that because it would be totally pointless. But I am going to put the BGA in for now. We're going to add the money and then we're going to reload it. So this will not have happened. I'm not saving this, so this is not a real thing. What I'm trying to do is get a bit of a look at whether it's I'm spoilt. I've always used the Disturb Simulations fantastic BGA, and obviously it's 55,000, probably 60 grand, which we could have afforded a long time ago. But this is 180. Now I want to see, is it worth it? Is it like even just okay? I mean, I've had both BGAs that you pay far more and they are really terrible. The million ones or 500,000 ones. So yeah, if I can have the Disturbed Simulations one, which would be my one of choice, and it is better, then I will not spend almost 4 times the money on a mod that is not performing as well. But I'd like to give it a shot because I do like to try different things. So with that in mind, we're going to put this in now and see what the cycles are like. If it's good, then we're going to wait and we're going to do the harvest, and I'll reload the game obviously, and we'll go from there. So yeah, I just wanted to give it a chance. I thought you might be getting all excited over this and you might put it in and you might be the biggest disappointment that you've had. Right, here we go. Wow. Good job that it is big. Now it makes more sense to flip it the opposite way, because yeah, and that little tiny drum thing is rather annoying because that is going to get in the way. Can we get past the end if we stick that where that round thing is? We can. Yeah. And that... No, the skirt should be on the other side. At least we know that is almost 30,000's worth of levelling. I mean, yeah. Excuse me, Gordon Bennett. Oh, wow. Wow. Well, I'm glad this is not... we need to do that a little bit less, I think. We need to go a bit further in the field. That is a bit monstrous. But that's not what's important. Let's have a look at what the Calmlands edit actually does. That's what I'm interested in. It's the nuts and bolts. Is it worth almost 4 times the amount to what I would normally go with? 1,500 times 10 would be 15,000. Would be 30,000. You see, absolutely not. No, it really wouldn't. And I'm glad we've done this. Right, well, at least we can put the proper disturb. Not only is it smaller, but it's so much absolutely better, really. Yeah, it's just got a bigger storage. Yeah, that's really quite awful. So if that's the Calmlands edit... Yeah, I'm not sure. I suppose it's what you get used to, isn't it? Really, I mean that has a smaller but better BGA. So right, anyway, yeah, this never happened, and nor is it going to happen when we've got such a fantastic little one as the Disturbed Simulation one. So yes, and welcome back. Right, if we now know what we're going for, we may as well get this little lot all sorted and repaired, and because we can afford our normal BGA. So that means we may as well, whilst we are, mind you, what we should do. Yeah, I'm going to reconvene with yourself in a couple of minutes. Back up here. We'll start everyone's engines, and we will buy the stuff though. Yeah, we will. Let's grab Let's grab the front loader. No, that wouldn't really help very much. I think we probably need a wheel loader tools, I think is what we're probably looking for. Of course we will go for the big backhand because that's what we went on the front loader. This Let's Play we're going to stick to that because it is brilliant. We could convert the other, but it's always handy to have a front loader. You just never know. You could, yeah, your wheel loader could get need someone else to pull it out, really. Indeed, wheel loader, yes. Now I have had the weights for this because it has been useful. So I think we will go for the free throw. Oh, I always get this wrong. Throw. Yeah, indeed. We will 1500 as well is absolutely fantastic. Main colour, customise. It's gotta be chrome. Gotta be. And then we want a really yellow. A bit more than that, I think. I'm not sure. Chrome might be. Yeah, we might for this time not want. Let's try orange. Because case is more orangey than anything. Let's try that. Still very gold. Let's do it. Let's just do it. I'm sure it's going to look nice on. Right. Fantastic. Yeah, often does need a weight. It's not. It's a heavy wheel loader, but not a heavy wheel loader. Now then, let's stick that on and let's repair everybody. And then we're going to go down to the field and set the. It's there. I do like this. So I think I've only had this once on Greenlands, and that was only towards the end. We didn't have it very long. I think I would have smashed the window there. My bad. Oh, and now we're battering that. Do we take that down to the field, or well, there are no contracts in this, so to me it seems fairly sensible to take this down with us. Yeah, I'm sure it can manage that. Oh, but we do need to repair. Yeah, then we're going to start the harvester, and then we'll come and fetch these. In fact, you know, really, am I in the right place? I'm doing this by. Yeah, I am. Ooh, now that's painful. It really is. Ooh, that's what you get when you choose almost the base game repair costs. 75% of the costs. This is unheard of. I have ever had that. Right, we want the spreading discs, we want the extensions, and everything, and this to repair. Yes, I'm almost feeling back to day one's damage costs. I think 50% is enough. I really do think that. Oh, okay. Not quite in the. I heard it quick. Right, repair. Customize. Big. And 6 meter spreading unit, 9,375. Yes, indeed, we will have that. Well, we are up here. Let's do it. Let's go. I love the sound effects to this Valtra. I really do. I fell in love with this before. This almost matches the case, actually. And we'll follow the wheel loader because wheel loaders drive horribly on Follow Me. So yeah, we will be in charge of this, and then the tractor, which normally follows well, can follow us, and then we're going to go down. Yeah, I'm glad that we've got this. This is going to be a great asset. Right, now let's be careful because this road's a bit, yeah, lethal. Let's just make sure. Remember, we have got a field full of crop. Yes, I'm quite chuffed with the equipment we've got. Yeah, we are. a 18 months we're at now on this particular Let's Play. We've not got a stitch of animals. Obviously this is not a normal... Oh, it's just some sort of mark in the field. Yeah, this is not at my normal. I would hopefully normally have had animals about by now easily, so this is going to be a slower start. But then we're whizzing through because we've only got one field at the minute. I'm wanting to do the grass cutting on this and all sorts. I do love the speed of this. It is amazing. Right. Let's stop you then now and drop you, and let's... Our third tractor. Thank you very much, young lady who is called Betty. I shall have to get the Star Wars names in. Yeah. I should have filled this while I was at the top. Because this is not going to represent a terrible amount of... Yeah, it's not going to be much in there. Right, let's get the harvester underway. Which should be somewhere here. Now then. Ooh, we need some fuel. Oh, and of course the fuel is on the other side of the field. Of course it is. Right, well, we'll have to try and remember to get this done. Now the start really is just back there by our little... Yeah, and what we'll do is, while these are doing this, we are going to put the BGA in. Yeah, now that we have reached the dilemma. Yes, it's not there, of course. As I said, it was just, yeah, practice. And our money's back down to, well, it was back down to where it was. But now, obviously, we've... Right, so we don't even need to do anything, because we've already done you. You just need to change you to first waypoint and go. And then we've already got self-unload and everything going. I love this once you've done this. Let's grab the bigger tractor. And who is zoomed out because he did the spraying last. And then we'll grab this and put this on the field. And this, like the other one, the canola's going straight into our production. So it's, again, this is going to be income. We can't ever touch it. Which is a show. We must buy a, or do we? No, we will want this. It does. Again, it's going to be slow. The other thing is, I don't mind investing in our production. Yeah, the all-in-one by the law, because... Alright, it's there. Ooh. Okay, we're not trampling that crop. We may well, yeah, fix that. We're going to just spin this away. Stick that on there. Now we have the dilemma of what are we buying? Are we going to do what? Yeah, because we have a unique opportunity. We do have that lorry, which does give us the opportunity to well, I've got the 45-ton back as well, but I think we're going to save that for the yeah, when we do the grass, we'll get the tap as well. But for now, right, we need to put that back down and get the 45-tonner, which is our main thing. Yeah, we'll do the straw into that. I think it worked quite well, and we will do what we did last time. And because especially with this is our secret weapon. Yeah, going forwards. Yeah, this is... I said a comment last session, and I said, this is what I hate. This is what I'm on about. This cycling through numbers where you have to go through 5 things to actually get the one you want. I hate that with a passion. I really do. I'm not a massive fan of these things like IC. I just want to use an implement. I don't want to faff around. I wish there was a button where you could just go to a subset and choose through them then, or else just use its normal things. Yeah, I'm just not a massive fan of that kind of thing at all. Right, let's push you. I'm there in the way a little. I have really should have pulled them out. Mind you, we need a shed. That's another thing that now we have a bit of money. I want to treat that as top priority because I'm a terror. Now remember, this is not our field. I am a terror for not Right, so we are going to stick the BGA, and this, I might actually have got that production slightly on yeah, someone else's land, for which I do apologise. Right, production BGA, we're going to pay, even with this, there's going to be about, we're going to be paid about 80 or 90,000, which is unheard of, although it's smaller, so it might not need quite such a lot. Mini biogas plants with refueling and mini biogas plant. Ooh, yeah, I think I would like to try that one, but I'm just, it's a small refueling station, isn't it? It's not a BGA. Yeah, so there's really no point at all. No, because it's smaller, there's less for it to actually do. So I would rather not disturb the field this time. I would sooner, and also if we're gonna, yeah, I don't want to stick out though. I don't want to waste any of our precious field, really. Oh, what is that? Oh, it's still done that. Oh, okay, well, we'll lose a little bit of our field then. This next time I'm going to have to smooth that, because that's just not right. Now we are going to landscape this time. Yeah, not that bit where the field is, of course. That's going to come later. Yeah, just this really massive chasm that is, which is true when you look what it's done at the back. It just goes to show exactly how, right, yeah, there's that. This is the bit where you often can't, I've got to have left enough in the middle that it's not mucking around with either of the productions themselves. Now we've got to be careful here. Yeah, we can only really do the edge, because we don't want to lose the concrete. This still needed a bit doing as well. Try and zoom in a little. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to avoid, where your concrete starts to go underneath. Is that the smallest? No, we need to go smaller now. We just need to be doing the edge there, really. Yeah, it's a bit of a chasm. Don't suppose really. No, we do. You do need access. So this is going to cost us a fortune, really. What we need to be doing is more like that. To level those two off. That's what I hate about the leveling tool, is the fact that it can argue with itself and then cost you a fortune. Right, now we need to soften these edges. Yeah, because we do need to get onto this plinth. I think, to me, we're going to need to come from this top edge. In which case we really need to be just softening this so as we can come in, and I think if we're going to do that, we're also going to need to do some sort of, I like that, I do actually. I think what we should do is a little cobbled road. Would you have a, that is true. A little tiny bit more, I think. Yeah, that I like. Yes, and a bit of bleed into the concrete where we got our guys to stick that in. Do we go mad and stick? Well, we really could do the silo. And if this is the work area, remember this is a field first. Do we lose this bit here and redo the edge? We could put one there, actually, and still get past a smaller silo. No, I'd like to go GrainQuid Pro if we were going to do it, because that's got... Oh, right, that has got... Aha! Not actually very far away. Right, let's go and see. Because let's see first of all, will they detect? Now, I find this particular harvester one of the best for finding. Can it? Ah, it's turning around. Oh no, I think it's got stuck. That's going to be fun because they're going to damage crop. That's not so good. Okay, you have totally flummoxed yourself, haven't you, really? But you died. Yeah, we can sort this. Hopefully with minimal damage to crop. You saw the fact there was a bit of a chasm, didn't you? That's what it was. Yeah, we will do something about that because we've... Yeah, I need the straw, don't I, though? That is true. Oh, wrong way. No, that's not... Oh, okay. That was a total fluke because I was totally going the wrong way. Yeah, we'll get the straw off first. Yeah, we need too much equipment really, don't we? If we're going to buy one of those this time rather than lease it, and I would like to, if we're going to use that as our method of gathering the straw. The other thing is, well, we have a windrower. I can manually, or I could change the windrow statistics and just make it go up and down. Yeah, it'd have to be up and down, not sideways, otherwise they'd fall off this chasm. Right. Yeah, and then when we finish this particular one, we'll have to redo the field edge slightly. And yeah, because that's... Or do we just soften that? We're still going to lose a bit of field there if we do that. Decisions. Right, smashing. Yes, it is very hilly. That's what I said about this. It's quite amazing. Right, well, I think whilst our good, faithful harvester is now we must remember that we need to, yeah, because it's going to come where it does its second round. I see. I'd have thought he would have been okay there, but perhaps I was wrong. No. Oh. You were marginally wrong. I've got to give you your due. That wasn't terrible. Right, if we stick this slightly off like that, it should be okay with that. And we will ignore the fact that that took that off. 690 litres. Brilliant. Excellent job. Right, so what we're going to do then is we're going to go up to the store. And we're going to go and grab the bits and bobs we need. We do need a tractor though. Do we need a front loader for anything? We could take the lorry. No, we can't disturb the lorry actually, not at the minute. Do need to be dropping that down. Yeah, if we can afford it, shed. I want to treat shed as a top priority, not as I normally do, where I treat it as a last priority. No, it's important. It gives us character. Truthfully, I always find, and I always do it way too late in a Let's Play, sometimes on the very last episode, because I've been waiting too long, but I keep buying equipment and stuff like that, so yeah, it's priority. Why have I... Oh. Yeah, I need to be getting that down, and don't go too close to the sails. He says as he's a stone throw away from them. Right, let's go up there then and we'll go grab one of those. We also need to do a bit of levelling there. Whilst we're in the levelling mood, let's get that edge off that. Just need to soften as well. It needs to be severe. And this is what I was saying actually about that. You've got to do whatever you've got to do at the time that you do it, because after that it don't want anything to do with it. Right, it's just that edge, I think. I noticed in editing how the it's there, I think. That's the trouble with grass. It really hides a multitude of sins, as the old saying goes. Yeah. Right, okay, that'll have to do. That'll have to have that edge. It's not terrible, but it is a bit worse than I'd like it. Let's have a look. Just make sure. Yeah, it is. It's got a right nasty lump there, but hey ho, it is what it is. That's... I think it's alright. There's a bit of a lip, but there is, and then we also need to soften that, but we need to... I'm going to try to get that bit of canola before we, if I remember, of course. Right, we could do with a couple of bags of lime while we're up there as well, which we could bring back with this. Yeah, because that's the bread oil is gonna... Oh, why is that not? It's not, because I'm on the wrong side. Yeah. Oh, some spill. Oh, it's true. There is some loose as well that we must grab with the bucket at some point. I would imagine a couple of tons. I mean, I know it's not a lot when you consider the grand scheme of things, but right, doing a cracking job. I do like this when I don't, yeah, time lapse everything. I mean, last session there was very little time lapse. Oh, I missed a bit of. That can't be ours. It didn't destroy it, so that's why it doesn't grab that. Yeah, I do love this. It's a nice map. I like the fact that it isn't all flat, or it does present problems. I mean, the one bad thing is, which is why people like slabs for productions, is that fact. It's because you've got to work with your productions and level them. And now look for traffic. Yeah, we're good. Right, so we want one of those, the AGI pack, my best friend. Until the screw conveyor is fixed, we will not be able to have, mind you, that couldn't have done this. That is true. This is somewhat special. We will indeed buy you. Yes, you are our baler. Yeah, or forage wagon, you could say. That's a point. I've never had one of those, the bin type things, but I think you can only stick... Yeah, I don't think you can stick too much in them, can you? I'm sure they're not multi-fruits. Let's have a look. The silos. I think I've got those, haven't I? The original meridians. It doesn't say, does it? But I would say... Yeah, I've never had one. I always did want one. Were there some more others, weren't there? The Weast, of course, the AGI pack itself. Flat bottom bin. I have a feeling. Yeah, to go for some of those. Smooth wall bin. Yeah, if it only stores one crop, that's not bad. It's too expensive. I know we'd already said, haven't we? I did say I wanted the special, which is under productions. Just looking at the Calmlands bits and bobs as well while we're here. Yeah, the GrainGrid Pro, I think, is what I said we were going to go for. I think as our silo, I'd like to go for that. And that is, I believe, 110,000. So we're rather somewhat short. Where are we? It's somewhere around here, I think. Yeah, it's that one, because that one really is a silo. Yeah, it's. I did buy it once because I thought, oh, I'll save 30,000, but no, this is a large production, but it is a silo, sort of. Yeah. Right. So not enough money, as it says. Right, oh, can we grab that? We might need to stick the weight on the front. I would have thought it was the right kind of attachment. Let's lower the back weight, which you can't. Yeah, it did fox me the foot. Ah, okay, no, it won't. Right, let's grab that then and stick that on our front. We're quite happy. And we did not buy our lime. Let's see if our worker can unload. Because it does take them a while. I'm always so impatient at this point and think, no, it's not unloaded. When actually it takes 2 or 3 minutes off and to like faff around, turn around. If it's going to do it, of course. It might not be. It depends on where it's. Although it shouldn't be in that place where it got stuck last time. Not Why? Ah. Right, we want to buy some lime. I think 2 bags for now is enough. No, I don't. I think actually I'm out with that. Oh, no. Big bags and the greenhouse pack. Let's look carefully because, yeah, I like to get the names right. It is the multi-crop greenhouses pack. I'd say let's go for. Brilliant. And now we're down to 60,400. Not bad for saying we bought our BGA. That's the biggest thing that I really wanted to do. Let's do a spin around. Let's grab some fuel while we're this close. And it cost us a fortune. Not as much as the other one. I also need to change my tyres, although really, yeah, it's managing quite nicely. We're going to do this with the straps this time, so we grab them all. Ooh. I've got 2 front loadery type implements, so let's drop that. Oh. Now that was definitely white. It's not letting me drop it. Oh, I've got. Right. It's because you've got the attached lizard lime bit. Right. Okay, I'm going to have to drop these off before it let me do anything. Right, has that? No. It's got itself stuck, as it frequently does. Right. It's really weird with self-unload. Sometimes it can be sweet as a nut, and then other times it can be as terrible as anything. Yeah, it's struggling a bit with that, which I suppose you think it would really when you consider how much it's carrying at the front. Right. Again, and this is what it's doing. It's doing that back thing. I can't lift my front loader. I can't do anything about that. Apologies for that. That looks awful. But yeah, I can't. Let's grab that. That's better. Getting there now. Let's stick that on the back and let's pick this mess up. But I would say really the most important thing we've got to do right now is empty the harvester. That worker is paying us for just sitting, looking at that very difficult task of turning around, which seriously makes you wonder about the drivers in this game sometimes. Yes. When you consider how good the limes are that they get, I've always amazed me with workers how fantastic they are with their lines, and yet they can't even figure out how to get out of a mess like that when all they had to do was do what we just did there. Not exactly rocket science. When you consider they've got to turn around from there, I just don't get what the problem is. I'm even fairly parallel. Wasn't really that much of a quandary. Right, we need to empty that next time. At least it attempted to self-unload. You can't expect miracles. Right, smashing. Let's grab the lorry now. Let's try and... in fact, let's just put the lorry on the other side. Actually, no, let's not. Let's just stick that. We'll empty the trailer. Try and be as parallel as possible. Doesn't matter how you do it though, you can sort of try with the best will in the world and you can try a specific set of things, and it is random, totally random the way that it does that. So I don't beat myself up. I've tried lots of different things with Courseplay to think, well, if I always do this, will it do that? No. So that is the bottom line. Right, we need to get this lot shifted because it's now in the way. Oh yeah, well, I think we ought to do a little roadway as a bit of a guide. Maybe even fence it so that we've got only one option. I've got to use fences a lot more than I do. Again, it's usually cost. Makes it look more like a farmyard. Something you would use in this instance where you've got a chasm like that and you've got one way to go around, you would have a bit of a roadway and you'd avoid that. So you could really put things like fences up. It would be not a bad idea. Right, so if we stick this, let's not destroy that canola that we have been guarding so far. Let's stick this there. Right, and whilst that's doing that, I think we are going to set our production to trundling along on the canola. We need to be making oil. We're going into the oil business now. And I don't mean the fuel type oil. I mean the canola oil business. Right, so we want, I believe, canola oil. And we are not going to sell, we are going to store. Flour distributing, sunflower storing, yeah, olive oil storing. Bread is selling. Yes, very nice. How much? Wow, 66 tons. I think that's it all, isn't it? I'm sure it got rid of the last of the oats. It did indeed. So we've just got flour left. It'll trundle slowly through that as the months and years ensue. Next thing really I would like to do is sheep, actually, thinking about, and this is my dilemma. This is why I always do. That is that I forget the sheds because I get sidetracked. What about along the edge of the back of the trees? I don't know which one I'm going to go for. I've gone for it once before. I'm going to go as close to the trees as possible with this, and it is going to be a little bit expensive, I think, because of the fact of, yeah, that's true. Let's see, it might be that we need to go, yeah, the French farm buildings or the tiny farm buildings rather than this, because it depends on the cost. Yeah, I've got quite a few new sheds in, actually. Here we go, Royal Christie, long shed. Oh, my life. 5,000's worth of levelling. Now, let's do it so that... Right. Let's go. Yeah, there's the tree. Pull slightly back until it allows us to place. And place. Right, now we need to do landscape. At least we've done it. I know it's cost us. I know it's, yeah, it really is quite. I know, but that's my trouble, is I never do that. Right, we need we need to cut the grass, and we're going to also have to change the. Oh, I don't know actually. That might have. No, I think that was in our grass field that we did the edge for. Yeah, I think we're going to need to do another edge. Not that I'm worried about that. Yeah, I don't think we're going to see the edge of this until we actually have done that. I think we're going to need to level out a little bit first, or we treat that as a bit of a... I think we need to do this slopey thing, but we can't afford that at the minute. I think we're going to have to put up with that as is, and up to the middle section we're not bad. Yeah, it's here would be the point where we'd need to come in along there. We will at some point raise that, I think, flatten it and bring a bit of a terrace going. Right, that's it. Now what we've got is what we've got. Yeah, the canola business, we've got to look out for November, December, and harvester is not far off. Do we time-lapse the rest of this? How much have we got left? A lot. Yeah, I think that's not a bad idea. Yeah, we're going to do quite well, I would have thought, out of the canola business. And we're not going to muck around with the straw, not this session. We're just going to get the harvest done and stick the canola in there. I will be very happy with that. Now, did I? I'm sure, yeah, I did check the... because I really wanted the trailed windrower. Oh, look at the crane. But that, there isn't really a massive... We could afford that. And have it as is and then extend it later. Oh, I like the colours. I think sometimes you've got to have a little bit of madness. And that's the cracking... Well, 21,000 for that is actually really unbelievable. Work lights. Yes, for the cost. Right, now we've really skint. We're going to go and fetch that with the with this particular monster here. And we're also, that is annoying me. We will, yeah, I will off camera stick this little lot in our new shed. And no, I can't afford a road at the minute. For the time being though, we will stick them where they are, because I'm going to spend a bit of time on that. I think we're going to need a bit of cash as well to do the road and a bit of smoothing. I think we'll stick to the cobbles. I like the fact that Shabba's given us a good palette of stuff to actually go on. I love that. I hate the giants. They do some fantastic things and then you can't actually do it yourself. Right, are you going to self-unload? Yes, I might well do the windrowing myself and see what we can do. I would like to extend this, but obviously, again, beggars can't be choosers. Yeah, we did have a lot of money, but we've spent our money wisely this time, I think. I'm not ashamed of the way that I've done that. We've got a shed for the first time in the first 6 things. I know we've been here for 18 months now, so that's still a while, but nevertheless, this is, for me, unheard of. Now, can't this you have a hitch? I'm trying to think, actually, that is true. Self-unload is fantastic. Work this time has figured it out, or we put it in a better place. Actually, no, I'm going to stick to my original thing. I've been lucky. Yeah, it is as simple as that. Ooh, wow. I am not enjoying these. This is why I put that repair mod on, because I don't like seeing such massive amounts for little minor fixes. Yeah. Although I suppose, yeah, such special equipment cost hundreds of pounds for a mini repair. It's not that. It was, the other thing was, we've slowed this down almost to a dribble in the comparison to what Giants had got it. So it has got a hitch, it's true actually. So technically we could windrow this and pull along with us the auger if it will attach. It has got a low attach and a mid attach, so this has really thought of this, and it's got the electrics, the lot. So somebody really thought about this in a good way. Let's see, can we attach you and do you in one lump or not? If, of course, that the person who was driving actually drove you in the right place. And I think the answer to this question is no. It is no. Well, I don't mind. I can live with that. Yeah, at least it's a bigger windrower than we're used to. And yeah, I know it's a central one, and I'm going to have to be careful, but it's still a lot bigger than our other one, so I'm happy with that. Brilliant. No, so that means that you use the trailer again. Right. Anyway, I promised a time lapse, and a time lapse is what we're going to go for now. Yes. Yeah, I'm going to. I could get on with a windrow now that with the. Yeah, that is true. I could. That is definitely a goer. I'll stick that there. I think I should just be able to manage that. But I'm still going to say my words, definitely. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. that's us done. I'm going to do the straw next session. There's a couple, yeah, I'd just like to join that one. I've joined most of them together, as you will have obviously noticed. I just want to clean those couple of little wisps up that we saw, the one mainly by, yeah, I know it's not a lot. And also, the other thing I'd like to do is drawing very near. I've got to go to work in literally less than 10 minutes. So what I wanted to do was literally do that lap of honour where we send the silage that we have worked so diligently for so long over, well, it started over a year ago on the farm. Yeah, that first straw crop that we've gathered. Well, we did the grass first, obviously. It was grass silage, and then we did a straw crop as well. So yeah, I'd just like to send that to the BGA, start the process. Obviously it's going to take an awful long time to process 1 million litres, yeah, as we know. So it's the start of the business. All of our business models are going nicely. November, December, we've got to sell our canola oil, which gives it a few months for a few cycles to go through, which is fantastic. And yeah, but I just thought with lap of honour we would get this to go through. Right, smashing. That is it. Right, we'll get the pipe out ready, and we are going to quickly. Do you know, we have got time. I've got 6 minutes. Let's grab everything off the field as well and see how well we did with that. I'm sure we have got time just about to do that, even if we have to do it through the menu system when we reset that. Right, the other two are up the top end. Right, and there is some in that as well. Yeah, I kept getting, I'm a terror. I always want to empty it whenever it's filled, like if it's 8, and I thought, this is a 48 tonner, will you stop? I was like so tempted. I thought, oh, let's go and empty it now, and no, it's still only half full. Leave it alone. Yeah, I did see the sense in the end when I looked, and I thought, I'm not going to fill this in what's left of the fields. But we did have a good harvest. We did run quite a few 16 tons. So I'd like to, yeah, I'm not going to look now. I'm going to get it all in with you being with me, and then we shall have a look. I'm quite pleased with our progress, though. It really is nice. And yeah, I mean, and it's mainly down to our hard work. Yeah, most of the tick up now is down to our bakery, yeah, and the generator is usually on average about 3,000 almost every month, so it's not much different to what I would have done if I'd have done the two my usual ones, the air ones. I think they're right, 11,920 or something like that, very exact. Right, now I don't need that. Oh, let's do that, and let's fold that, and let's drop it. Oh, yeah, it's not. Why am I in this one? I want this one. Do you know? Faffing around. Yeah, it's the farm room. I do it instinctively. Right, so we need to grab that out of the harvester. We should just about fit in here nicely, and then we'll stick that in, and then we'll see what we've got. And I've got 4 minutes. Yeah, and Alexa's going to alarm. So yeah, I want to leave this at slightly before 7:50, yeah, which is when I've got to literally scoot off to work. Well, get ready to scoot off for work. I'm not literally going quite that early. Right, yes. While that's doing that, let's go in the production. Let's be productive. Right, so then we want to switch on grass silage. We need that to be going. Distributing to our BGA, and now it is the BGA. I think we switched it on, but no, we didn't. We didn't at all. Electric charge, cell, and methane. Cell, and that we will store. Brilliant. That is all we need to do. Fantastic. Right, and we finished. Excellent job. Right, stick this in, and then let's have a look, and I shall just about finish on time, with maybe half a minute left to spare, but who's counting? Right, I do love this truck. It really is amazing. Yeah, I know it's not the most powerful, but yeah, I'm thinking of putting a fence up there so that I can both see visually, because the amount of times I clocked it, as you will have seen in this episode, and even overturn the tractor, because it's the green. You just can't see with green on green, it just looks the same until you literally, it's too late. So yeah, I really would like to do something about that. Like put a, but I've got to use fence. But I want to make this a realistic. It's often hodgepodge. If I go myself, I have made efforts a couple of times. Western Wilds was end, but again, it was right near the end of the Let's Play. When you literally had it for 2 or 3 sessions. I'd like to think that build the. It's really, I love that about Start From Scratch, is the fact you can, and I often go for half-built yards, you know, where the map maker's got the sheep, and then I'll expand on it slightly. But it's not my best thing, and I'd like to improve on it. I truly would, because I think it gives your farmyard character. It really does. Right, now how well did we do? Ooh, 99 tons of canola. That is massive. Yeah, it's definitely bigger than the Western Wilds. These are about 1.5 times the size. 66 tons of flour. Wow, I've even got 291 litres of canola oil already. So amazing, truly amazing. Oh, that reminds me, we can switch that. No, 7:49. Right, I am going to say thank you very much for watching. As always, I do love to hear from yourselves. Hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.